victory too. And also those who oppose the wall also gather right here.
Swing to Mcallen!
The Rio Grande Valley showed me a lot today. This was in the Rio Grande Valley, Mcallen, Texas to be exact, on the day that President Trump came to visit the border. People found out about when and where the president would be landing like they always do through television or social media. I found out about the event through Facebook. The event was a protest across the street of the airport where President Trump would be landing. What I saw was people on both sides of the coin arguing for what they feel is right. The argument, the wall, the president, and his decisions to make one.
No border wall! 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 No border wall!
I heard nothing. As a matter of fact, it'll bless America. They keep illegals from coming in. Look at how much he's asking for. Look at how much it is costing America.
The event so far, in my opinion, was a peaceful one. Both sides were arguing and sharing their cases, but as time pushed forward and the amount of people increasing at the demonstration, you could start to feel the tension building.
No border wall! No border wall! No! Here we go, come here! Get on, people! This is my people now! There you go! Violated a whole bunch of, bad names, and as soon as they come to our side, ma'am, the people that came with that sign, and you can call them right now, they said, bitch,
There was one altercation that involved two young men from both sides, but the police were on it right away.
You didn't do it! I called your sergeant! You didn't do it!
This is the aggression. I know. Let them do their job. This guy came from the Trump side, started insulting, started cursing people out, started calling people illegals, started just the racial Trump tribal mentality. I addressed to one of the officers, Gonzalez, the sergeant from the Mcallen Police Department. This guy was causing some instigation and would lead to something like this, and it led to violence. You push people over there trying to. You push people far enough, as Trump has told his own people, to go ahead and assault, and go ahead and behave in such a manner that's very unprofessional and unclass.
As the demonstration continued, word was spreading that the president was minutes away, so people started moving south towards the runway.
Apparently, people are migrating south.
There was no shortage of law enforcement and Secret Service. They were aggressive when they needed to be. The presidential caravan then pushed forward from the runway headed south to the border. Excuse my filming, as I was being pushed from the crowd behind me. The crowd began heading back to the original location, chanting and cheering. I give props to both sides for having the energy to do so as they walked about a mile or two. It was an intense experience to say the least, but I'm glad I witnessed this. Both sides can argue what they feel. It's what makes this country great. But I hope one day we can find some common ground.